Distinguished guests, gentlemen of the press, ladies and gentlemen. Like Damdola said, he's excited and he's excited that we're here. I'm equally excited. I'm excited because today is the 29th of May. Today is exactly another 1 year into our second term in office. So meaning that the administration of Babajide Sanwo and Kadri of Bafemi Hamzat, you've been unique. You've uniquely kept us here for 5 years. We do not take it for granted. For the people of Lagos, we want to thank you very much for your confidence in our administration. We want to thank you very much for the support that you have given us in this last 5 years. The assurance I want to tell you is that for every fiber of strength that we have, for the remainder of the 3 years we have, we will not shrink one day. We will use it to the fullest. We will not give up even when it's 3 months to the end of our tenure. We will try and run it as it is a sprint, while we know that it's a marathon. And so we want to thank you very much. We want to assure you that we'll do everything to continue to remember and to be thankful for the opportunity you have given us to serve. But given the day and how momentous it is, we could not have had a better ceremony than what we're doing and having here today. Was we have chosen to come and tell the citizens of Lagos that the first pillar of our economic agenda, which is the T, which stands for transportation and traffic management, that's the pillar we have chosen today to come and demonstrate our commitment to you, to come and say to you that everything we've said to ensure that we have a comprehensive, integrated, urban mass transportation system will not be shortchanged. We will ensure that all the verticals around public transportation, none of those verticals are left unattended to. And today is the turn of marine transportation. We have done so many things. We've built so many ferry terminals. We've built so many jetties. We've handed over several tens of ferries. But today, we need to increase that fleet. We need to do it in a bigger and a better way. And so I'm excited and I'm happy on this momentous occasion. I'm honored here that we're handing over to all the people in our marine transportation 15 brand new acquired ferries, all at 40-seater, as part of the phase 1, because there's a second phase. It's supposed to be a total of 25, but given the urgency of where we are and the fact that we need to be able to demonstrate it, that backward integration is possible in our country. We don't need, because the last ones that we launched in this same facility about 2 years ago were all imported ferries. All of them, about 22 of them, were all imported ferries. So I'm happy here that the ferries that we're handing over today are all done locally. And like everybody has testified to it, it's the best in class, and it's something that we all truly just need to be proud of. The only component that is still foreign in it is the engine, which are the outboard engines which will power, the ferry. So I want to say to all of us that it's about the revolutionization of our public transportation system. And like I said, in our team's agenda, traffic management and transportation falls directly in the remit of what we're doing here today. It's only when we have an efficient, effective, and a reliable public transportation system that the economy of the city can grow, that people can see economic value, that people can have predictable journey, that people can move from one point or the other. This morning, I'm happy to say that it took us 27 minutes precisely from the Falomo jetty to get in here. If we had gone on the well put together Lekki Epe Expressway, which we're doing a lot of work on, it will take us nothing less than 50 to 1 hour. But that journey, being on water transportation, took us less than 30 minutes, 27 minutes, because I was checking the time. And so you can imagine what the benefit of that is to the people of Lagos. What reducing your time, the cost of movement, the cost of transportation, and how long it takes you to commute from one part to the other, and how that will be significantly reduced from this jetty that we have to cross over to Ibeshe, which is in Ikurudu. It's less than 30 minutes. In fact, it's about 15 minutes to just cross to Ibeshe. You can imagine if you need to go and traverse, from here and going by road to Ibeshe, it will take you nothing less than an hour 45 minutes. So that's the power of connectivity. That's the power of what we're doing here today, and that's the power of ensuring that economics and businesses can grow and thrive. And we're not just doing it, we're doing it because we know too well that over 15 local government of the old 20, meaning that almost out of 57, almost 42 local government and LCDs in Lagos, in one form or the other, have water running around them. So that's a significant area that we need to be strategically be looking into. 22% or thereabout of our total land mass is water. So when we put investment in that sector, it's for these deliberate intentions that we believe it could be a means of moving our citizens, our people, goods and services from one part of the city to the other. And the beauty of it is now that with LASWA, our waterways transportation system is reliable, is comfortable, is enjoyable, and is very, very safe. In the last year or so, LASWA alone has distributed close to 20,000 free vests. What do we call it? Floating vest or life jacket vest? Exactly. Free of charge. Free of charge. Over 20,000 LASWA has distributed, meaning that you know that you need to have the safety component before you board any of our ferries. And I want to also talk to the private ferry operators. Please listen to your regulators. When they give you a time that you cannot fly on the waterways again, please stick with those regulated time. All of the unfortunate 1 or 2 fatality accidents that we have had on the waterways in the last 1 year are people that have not listened to the rules. There are people that have not kept to the rules of engagement, that beyond a certain time, you cannot ferry people from one part or the other again. You should not let economic benefit alone be the reasons why we are doing the unsafe mode of transportation, and you are putting the life of your passengers at risk. So we want to use this occasion once again to tell NIWA, to tell LASWA that we must continue to enforce those rules no matter who it is. Once the time that we have set is reached, we cannot allow anybody to move on the waterways, and ensure that everybody goes on the water transport with the necessary safety gadget, which is the life jackets that must be worn. And so our administration, in my view, have made strategic investment to ensure that the safety in our waterways and the reliability on our waterways is not compromised. Today, we're introducing 15 new ferries, and we believe that this will ease not only, the cost of movement, it will reduce, the burden of public transportation. And the other thing that we've also mentioned is that we have generated a seamless, integrated mass transportation system. The cowrie card that is being used is the same card that is used on all of our BRT buses on the land, is the same card that is being used on our train services on both the red line and the blue line, is also the same card that is being used on our waterways. The private operators that do not have the cowrie card or the top-up machine, please talk to LASWA, and LASWA will talk to Lamata, and we can install them into all your ferries, so that once your passengers comes in, they can just tap in and tap out, and you can have a seamless payment system in which at the end of the month or on a weekly basis, there's a way in which they settle everybody, and it's seamless. There is nobody that is shortchanged, but it reduces the risk, and it helps what we know or we call integrated public transportation system. That's the whole idea around it. So this ferries carries 40 passengers maximum, and like I said, it operates under the cowrie card system. It underscores that our dedication to a sustainable transport model, that is working its own course. This initiative is a testament to our commitment at creating, an intermodal transportation system that makes commuting from one part of the city seamless and smoother for our citizens. The launch today reaffirms our dedication to enhancing the quality of life for Lagosians. Quality of life, that's what we stand for. Everything we're doing is about ensuring that you can use living standard of Lagos as a proper yardstick, as a proper measurement instrument of what the living standard in other parts of the country is, or even what the living standard in other parts of developing or developed nations are. And Lagos continue to raise the bar, because we know that sustainability and reliability is part of the indices that makes a city livable, and every of those indices, our responsibility is to ensure that we continue to reduce them and we continue to make them work for you. I think it's appropriate that I also thank our partners on this journey, an indigenous company, Calverton Marine, under the leadership today of Mr. Bodema Konjola. Thank you very much for you and your entire team, for showing us that when we put our hearts and our mind to things, we can do it. Less than a year ago, when we awarded this contract to you, we had doubts, but you gave us the sense of commitment that it will be done and it can be done. I'm proud of the fact that we relied on you. We believe in the concept of the designs that you brought forward, and I'm happy that today we're commissioning and we're handing over this very, very safe, one of the best ferries that we have around in the country. Thank you very much. Also to thank all of our regulators, Bureau Veritas, Standard Organization of Nigeria, who have done their independent verification and certification of this ferry that we're launching here today. Thank you very much for the great work you are doing. Also to commend NIWA once again, to commend LASWA as our regulators, in this sector, to continue to encourage them that they should keep at it and they should not compromise on anything that might want to tarnish or reduce, the level of regulation that we need to have in this sector. And to the good people of Lagos, these ferries are built for you, by you, and with your commitment and your contribution to us. It symbolizes better days ahead for us. As we launch them into our waterways, let us do with collective pride. Let's do this with collective pride and a sense of purpose. Let's see it as another public asset that we need to take care of. Let's understand that once you enter the ferry, that there's another passenger that's coming right behind you. You don't need to keep it unwell. You don't need to keep it dirty. Please ensure that we keep it clean and safe, because there will be another passenger that will be coming right behind you. See it as part of your contribution into the public, goods, into the public assets that government has provided for you. Let us continue to strive for excellence in our collective endeavors. I think it's the former president of US, Henry Ford, that once said that coming together is the beginning. Keeping together is work in progress. But working together, in his view and in our view, is success. We believe that we're on a journey of working together with you, Lagosians. We believe that we're on a journey at ensuring that all of the verticals around our team's agenda are being responsibly dealt with. In health and environment, just 2 days ago, we signed another MOU where we'll be doing over 2,500, waste conversion to electricity. It's a $140 million investment that is a foreign direct investment. These are some of the capabilities that we're trying to develop locally. We've got over 12,000 metric tons of waste that we generate on a daily basis in Lagos. It's part of our cardinal deliverables under health and environment. In all of our hospitals, the new ones that we're doing, Mercy Children's Hospital is going on well. The new general hospital in Ojo will be nearing completion very soon. The massive hospital in Ketu is going on well, which is a massive, mental health hospital, and it will also is on track, is on budget, and other renovations that we're doing within our health institutions are going on. We have unbundled, the health access to ensure that health is not only accessible, it's affordable. I'm told that tomorrow we'll be doing one of the largest health missions in our state, which is starting tomorrow from the Ministry of Health. Over 14,000 or so in 6 different locations. For the next 2-3 days, will be given 24,000. Say 24,000, citizens will be treated free in one form or the other. Drugs will be given to them, blood pressure will be tested, and various recommendations will be done to them. It's part of our plan to ensure that we celebrate this first anniversary very, very well. So please go out from tomorrow. I think the various locations have been identified by our 6 districts in the health sector. Please take advantage of it, and please do a regular health check and take advantage of the free drugs that we currently have. We're still having free antenatal delivery in our hospitals that we started a couple of months ago. We're still the only state that is doing that. It costs us a lot of money, but we believe this should be part of our contribution to ease economic burden of our citizens, to ease the burden of childbearing and adult care. And we also want to encourage you. Our Ilera Eco, which is our health insurance scheme, is ongoing. We've had to support all the vulnerable, our citizens. We pay for their capitation, but I want to encourage all of us. This is the way to go. It's only when we have a functional health insurance scheme that it can go around, and we can have a collective, accessible and affordable health delivery system. In other spheres, in infrastructure, we cannot but tell you that development is happening in all parts of the city, in all parts of the state. As we're building in Ojo, we're doing road construction in Ogombo, right here, in Shongutedo, right here, that we are coming on Salo Badore Road. We're trying to finalize it. I know that it was people, are still crying on that road. We're looking at the numbers to be sure that we can, take it on. But we're doing concurrently over 80 road projects in different parts of the state. Concurrently, over 80 road projects, and there are different levels, of completion. We're excited with what we see. We're excited with our contractors because they've all gone back to site, and we just want to assure you that we'll be monitoring and we'll be ensuring that, the best is what they produce for us. On education, we have several schools that are going on concurrently. By the last count, I think we are in over 70 schools projects that we're doing. At one point in time, we have 33 school projects in one location alone in Nigeria, Feludu, and it's nearing completion. And so we're taking all the verticals of development that we've talked about, and we're not leaving any part left out. And as a roundup, because today is really for transportation and public and traffic management, let me remind us that we can achieve together our common goal. Let us embrace this new chapter in our transportation history with optimism and determination. On a personal note, a couple of days ago, we had the unfortunate incident of the loss of our Deputy Chief of Staff, but we've put that behind us, and we're thankful, to all of you that supported us. This is the first, public speaking that I'm having after that event, and I want to use this opportunity to thank cabinet members, to thank the House of Assembly, all of our traditional rulers for standing with us during that unfortunate incident. As a government, we have taken the view that that's the will of God, and will continue to ensure that we serve the people of Lagos. I've consulted, and I think we've had a replacement for the office of Deputy Chief of Staff, and the gentleman might be sworn in tomorrow. His name is Mr. Sam Egubi. Thank you very much.
We sure hope you enjoyed this video. For more entertaining video content such as behind the scenes of music videos and movies, music concerts, premieres, interviews, and exclusive gists, subscribe now to our YouTube channel GoldmyneTV and be unleashed into a world of super excitement.